Good afternoon and welcome to part 8. We're getting there now in my 10-part video series. How many of you watched so far? Let me know in the comments. Thousands of Germans surrender driving license for free public transport. The 2023 incentive aimed at senior citizens is part of the country's efforts to reduce its reliance on automobiles. Germany. They make the best cars in the world. They're apart from Sweden, but they're owned by China, so that doesn't count anymore. But Germany, like the home of the people's car, is trying to get people out of cars. Around 1,000 people in North Rhine-Westphalia, a populous Western German state, have relinquished their driving licenses as part of a scheme designed to reduce the car-loving country's reliance on automobiles. Aimed at senior citizens, the incentive enables people to surrender their licenses for a year's free public transport, known as the Deutschland ticket. So you surrender all of the remaining years on your driving license to get 1 year of free public transport. Sounds like a terrible deal. The ticket, which normally costs £41 a month, 49 euros, allows holders to travel on all local transport across Germany, including regional trains. It's not all transport then, is it? In Leverkusen, near Cologne, 600 people over the age of 75 have opted into the scheme so far, saving them just under £500 on public transport for the year. The benefits of the scheme will vary from state to state. They pioneered the initiative in 2023, with other Rhineland areas such as Dortmund, Cleve and other former capital Bonn following suit this year. So lots of German cities are following this initiative. The Deutschland ticket was established in 2023 as a permanent replacement for the €9 ticket, which aimed to help citizens with the cost of living crisis, corporate profit extravaganza. They spelt it wrong. That was going to save them some money. Where did I get to? With the cost of living for €9 a month to travel on local and regional transport throughout Germany. So the Deutschland ticket, which is €41 a month, replaces the previous scheme, which was €9 a month. I'm not very good at maths, but I know that 41 is more than 9. So the new system is less good than the old system, which again is what we keep seeing in cars. The new ones are less good than the old ones. The Regional Transport Association, Rheinsieg, hailed the scheme as a valuable alternative for people who want to be mobile and want to part with their driving licenses for age or health reasons, as well as for climate reasons. Okay, so this bit says it's people who want to get rid of their driving licenses for age or health reasons. The headline made it seem like it was everyone. But I've never yet met anyone who wants to get rid of their driving license for climate reasons. Let me know in the comments if you have, and maybe if you have, go and give them a real solid slap. The initiative was welcomed by the state's Climate and Transport Ministry, but was entirely funded by local councils. The Climate and Transport Ministry. I feel like the Climate Ministry should be separate to the Transport Ministry. That's pretty low. Oh, that's very low. Oh, videos have got slightly lower quality as we've gone further on, haven't they? Anyway, I don't think it would involve free helicopter transport. Germany's car industry makes up 5% of its GDP, and the country is one of the few in the world without a speed limit on its What's that got to do with anything? Speed limits and combustion engines, new subheading. A recent survey from the Leibniz Institute for Economic Research found that almost 2 in 3 Germans support introducing a speed limit of 80 miles an hour, but the issue remains deeply polarising. Speed limit advocates hope for stricter rules when the Greens entered the traffic light government in 2021, but reform by the centre-right, which controls the Transport Ministry, has not been forthcoming. 2/3 of Germans are against the phase-out of combustion engines planned across the EU in 2035. Markus Söder, the Bavarian state leader, called on Ursula von der Leyen, the EU Commission President, to scrap the ban. The fundamental ban must go. We should rely on openness to technology instead of ideology, he told the tabloid Bild on Sunday. So a general rundown on what's going on in Germany there. Old and decrepit people are being encouraged to give their driving licenses in, whilst the newspapers make it seem like everybody's being encouraged to give their driving licenses in. And then they manage to sneak in a line that some people are giving up their driving licenses for climate reasons, although I'm willing to bet that nobody has ever given up their driving license for climate reasons. Let's have some comments at the end of this article. Free to start, and then a few years down the line, when private cars are only for the political class and the very rich, an environmental or climate charge will gradually be introduced and free will be history. Great comment there from someone who's quite clearly a conspiracy theorist, and as I've said before in these videos, the only difference between a conspiracy theory and reality seems to be about 18 months. Someone else just says, this is how liberties are removed. They are, of course, correct, because they are restricting your movement. Final comment, then when cars are too expensive from the short supply, they will change the rules. 15-minute cities at the stroke of a keyboard, then they will gaslight you to think it's always been this way. So thankfully, we can always look to the skeptics and the commenters to give us the truth on what's going on in decidedly loaded articles. Is everybody in Germany giving up their driving license in order to get free public transport? No. Have a few old people done it? Yes. Is the That wasn't German, that was me trying to say, I think there'll be a lot more of this to come in the future. I think we're going to see more and more of these schemes that are designed to get us out of our car. And if they don't work, then they will try and make it seem like everybody else is getting out of their car, and you should too. Hang on to your car keys, because you are going to be needing them. Thanks for watching.